Welcome everyone to the final. I don't know how to say it in Spanish. The finale of this workshop through Ujima, Boston. It's called The Portal Between the Everyday and the Sacred. And as we talked through our 3 months, the idea of this course is to build an online archive of our work. So think of the portal between the everyday and the sacred. It could be anything. Anything can be made sacred just by your deeming it so. So a little bit about me. Oh, actually no. We did a playlist. I don't know if this QR code still works. But I'll find some time during this to put the playlist in the chat. Because I really like it. I liked what everybody came up with. Folks submitted songs over I could keep wanting to say semester, but over the course of these months. And it created a nice ambiance to like working on this. So I'll put it in when I have time, but that's a place to be. A little intro about me. I like to start with this intro because, I'm your girl. My name is Tiara Angus. I am a photographer, librarian, educator, artist, chocolate chip cookie lover, and a mama. I'm from Dorchester, which is here in Boston, Massachusetts. I have very simple hobbies. I love horror movies. Um, one of my favorites is The Girl with All the Gifts. It's also a book. So get into that. It was crazy. That movie. Oh, it was crazy. I also like video games. I like Fortnite. I like killing people with my friends. And that is our de-stress time after work. I also really, really enjoy exploring nature with this baby. He really loves going on walks and he'll claim a stick and just go with that stick wherever the stick wants to bring us. We'll follow the stick. Um, and I had asked in like our first huh? In our first session, 5 words to describe your art. And I'd like to say that mine is like inner city, cultural, a lot of portraiture. I don't like editing that much, so unedited. And if you know the style of photography, vernacular photography, which is, another version of candid, like candid, just people as they are, unposed, just, being. So that's a little bit about me. I also like to start with people who inspire me, who have influenced me. Because I could have been in a girl band. I could have, run a McDonald's. I could have run a bank. I could have done many things, but these are the people who made the work that I was like, I want to do that. So the GOAT, Carrie Mae Weems, an incredible photographer, artist, multimedia person. She does talks. She just does so many beautiful things. Zanel Moholy, I don't know what place in Africa. I am really struck. I should have looked that up. But I've met them and did a project at the Gardner Museum that was around their work. Just really dark, vivid portraits and other things are just vibrant and colorful. And that contrast of dark, broody, just vivid, and then colorful, vivid. That's just queer people being alive. Um, and then one of my favorites, Micheline Thomas. The first time I saw her work, I was like, oh, oh, ooh. So if you ever get to see it in person, you are in for a treat. Truly, it's gorgeous. And one of my just oof. Anytime I see her work, I'm just stunned. Deanna Lawson, very much vernacular photography, very much finding people where they are and trying to do as little with moving them. That's just one of my favorite things. Not my favorite photo. The other photo that I would have put here is a little more risque, but I wanted this to be, inviting for a recording. But go look into her work. It's a vibe. And I'm terrible at narrowing down my photos, because I'm greedy. I just am. So here is just a snapshot of my Instagram. My Instagram's not updated, but this is pretty much the things I like to shoot. People where they're at. I go to events and just photograph people, and you can see also in people's photographs how comfortable people are, like how comfortable the muses are with being photographed. Like a lot of these people, I don't know them. And I was just like, hey, you want a shot? And they just got into a pose. They just were like, hey. So I like it. For me, looking at these, it reveals comfort. It reveals like people as they were at that day. They may never have that hairstyle again. They may never have that gold tooth. They may lose it. And this is a snapshot of a moment that may never come again. So that is a little insight into my work and my inspirations. So I have a little guide. In this final session, we will focus on finalizing and publishing our virtual archive, and celebrating this journey that we've been on together since January. Man, January. Remember January? Wow. What a time. We will also take time to discuss the things we have learned while taking this workshop and how it has impacted our art making practice. Um, yeah, I think that sums it up. Um, and this was the quote that started it all, that started my interest in having a workshop of this caliber, of this style. And I'll read it. Just one second. I want to make y'all small. I like looking at people when I do this. Um, but the quote from Zadie Smith through the portal, a photograph of a Black subject is usually conceived as a window onto another world. Even the most well-meaning journalistic images of Black life have the intention of enabling a passage from the first world to the third, for example, or from one side of the railway track to the other. It might be impossible for a Black photographer in a largely white art world ever to wholly divest herself of this way of seeing. Her work does not show us how the other half lives. Rather, it opens up a portal between the everyday and the sacred, between sacred, between the sacred, between our finite lives and our long cultural and racial histories, between a person and a people. Yeah, that always hits for me. Um, Feel free to put in the chat any comments you have about this quote, but I want to move along so well, the bulk of our time can be spent on taking a tour of the exhibit and getting any final submissions. I put in the chat if anybody has final submissions. Thank you. You showed it. Oh, Maria, word. So another submission. I like that. So for folks, I don't know if it's still in the chat for y'all to view, but I'll copy it again. A place for y'all to submit if you were interested in submitting and didn't have the time. This is truly your last chance. Let's see. I think I spelled that right. All right. So it's your turn to introduce yourself, either over audio. You could also, bring your camera up so we can see your faces, or you can respond in the chat. Where you're from, well, your name, yeah. Your name, where you're from, your hobbies, and what is something you were looking forward to in 2025. Um, I mean, I can answer that last one. But feel free, folks, in the chat. And if anybody is free to chat right now, you can, pop your
I'm
eye.
down to go.
Yeah.
I'm Ishoni. Hi, everyone. Um, I am local to Boston. I'm from Earth. I've been here the longest. Moved around a lot as a youngin. And my hobbies, I have too many. Mostly, I would say I'm focused on fiber art and woodworking, kind of construction. Right now, my biggest hobby is sorting through all of the last like 12 years of art making practice and all the things that I have. Something I'm looking forward to in 2025 is finishing the sorting and really setting up my space so that I have good making space. And then also more community, like really trying to incorporate the skills that I've learned in the last 15 to 20 years, um, and bringing that back into community. So I've been doing a lot more of like trying to attend Ujima events. There's a couple other um, groups that I'm getting more involved in. Just Plant and Grow. And I think I want to sign up for a couple more workshops as they open up. If anybody knows about Design Studio for Social Intervention, DS4SI.
Oh, DS4. We'll talk.
Design Studio for Social Intervention. I think that's what it is. I love their stuff.
Yeah.
I love their space. I'm looking forward. You know what I'm looking forward to? Spring and summer. Just like warm and sun and Black people. I feel like it's going to be a very Black 2025. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I like to talk a lot, so I'm gonna be quiet now.
I love
Hi,
it.
everyone.
You know, I love it. Anybody else? And thank you for all of that. Yes, spring, summer, the warmth. It's just starting for us. So folks who are not in Boston or not on the East Coast, we would just manhandled by some cold. Oh, and it's almost over. So, okay. Anybody else? Let's see in the chat. Anybody? Oh, Leah said something. Hi everyone, I'm Leah Kay. I'm from Boston. My hobbies are listening to music, being creative, and taking walks. Ew. I'm looking forward to the summer. Period. Yeah, everybody up on this coast is like, it's time to get the short shorts. You see me? Okay, anybody else?
Howdy. Um,
Hey, happy almost birthday.
yep, that's the thing I'm looking forward to for 2025. My birthday's at the end of the week, and so is a huge eclipse. So I am very happy. I'm from Boston. And my hobbies are honestly like freedom of dancing right now, also rock climbing. And yeah, also in some ways like organizing my art practice or, diving a little deeper into it, adding a little bit more of myself to it. So yeah.
Looking forward to, was that thing? You just answered that?
Looking forward to my birthday and the eclipse.
Oh, lit. Okay. I was like, what? Thank you for that. And your work is fly. I saw it. I synced it. Yeah. One of the first submissions, y'all. Anybody else? We got some time.
Looks like there's someone in the chat too.
Oh, I didn't catch
Oh,
that.
sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
Um, sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm Chantal. I'm from Canada, just outside Toronto, and I lived in Boston for a few years, and recently moved to Connecticut, so I'm not too far away. My hobbies include spending time outside in nature, specifically water and watching videos of animals. And something I'm looking forward to in 2025 is warmer weather.
yeah. How about let's all get on a boat and just go as far south as the water will take us? Okay. Yes, we're agreed. I'm not doing any heavy lifting, so I claim just laying on the boat. Okay. So Bo, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm not the best at pronouncing names. You see my name. I've given up a lot. But I will try. I'm Bosede. Bosede is it's giving that, but I'll say Bo. I'm Bo. Hobbies include reading too many books, but at the same time, true, reading them all at the same time is like, who is what? Is Harry Potter like in 50 Shades of Grey? Is 50 Shades of Grey and Harry Potter? You can't be reading them too much. Um, too many books at the same time and napping. Lit. Looking forward to staying sane and starting a public performance art practice in 2025. I love that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We love it. We love it. We love it. Anybody else? I think we could do one more. I don't know how many people are up in here. One more, a couple more. I want to give everybody the opportunity if they wanted to say something, to say something.
My name is Lauren. I am from Dorchester, born and raised. Um, my hobbies are, um, like I always say, doom scrolling. But I have been getting into reading a lot more lately. Watch like old films. What is something that I'm looking forward to in 2025? Um, I guess um, I'm sorry. Trump has really been so I don't know if I have much to look forward to, like macro wise. I think I'm just really like paying attention more to my growth internally and hopefully doing some more roller skating at Shea Booze. Hopefully that will happen soon. So yeah.
Come through roller skating. I haven't been in a minute. Yeah, we may go because you're close. But I like that I'll focus on the positive part of what you were talking about. Because the other part, child, I'll let that be. Anybody else? And we could slide on over. Anybody else? Give a fight. Four, a three, and two, a cero uno. All right. Oh, I also left this open. Good for me. See, I updated this slide not too long ago, and here I am forgetting. So here is a quick way to submit your art. Hopefully the QR code still works. If it doesn't, na boo boo. But I put in the chat my email that you can email to me. Just putting this information there. So why does it say last name? What? So your name, the title of your art, include more information here. So art title, your name, location, materials, date, description, and artist statement. I say for a description or artist statement, it could just be a line of I made this work because I like it, or people were really deep and poetic about it, which I appreciate. But if you're stressed about it, the simpler the better. Yeah, sometimes it just be like that. Um, all right, let's move on to the next thing. So our last class, we were talking about pretty much like work and how that roll in. So I gave y'all two things to look into, a video that was about it was about many things, but it was about a photographer and his interest in documenting life. Something he said was that he organizes the world around him in distinct moments. So he said many things in that video. It was just a lot of beautiful things. And then I had y'all talk about or read chapter 3 of Sisters of the Yam by Bell Hooks. And that one, the title of that chapter is Work Makes Life Sweet. And I wanted to discuss that more with y'all. We can start with the book first and then get into the video, because then we could watch the video. Um, or I don't know, we go until 8:30 or until 9,
8:30.
8:30. Whew, okay, then we may not have time for the video because I want to make sure this thing gets published and nice and neat. Um, so did anybody get to read the book or read that chapter? Any thoughts, any interest? I could start on that. Um, I I was encouraged to read that book in college. And then in my master's program, I was told to read a specific chapter and really sit with it. So the chapter was Work Makes Life Sweet. And in that, Bell Hooks had interviewed several people, specifically Black women, and asked them pretty much like, how does it feel to work? What is your connection with work and working and creating something, or feeling like you do all this work and it means nothing? Or what is your calling, what you feel called to do, a vocation, a career, something that's not just, oh, I wake up and go to work. And some people, they wake up and go to work and that feels fulfilling and they're cool. And then we flip to artist people who there's something unfulfilled in that of just going to work and going home. There's some type of creative practice that you have to sit into that makes you feel more alive. Um, and when I read that chapter with my with my like 27-year-old mind, oh shit, what was that? 3 years ago. Oh, gross. With my 27-year-old mind, I was like, huh, okay, what do I like to do? It's not just about like, what do I love to do? But what do I do? Like, what are things that I just do that my body is calling me to do? And for y'all, I hear in your hobbies, like you like to read, you like to dance, you like to, I don't know, keep abreast of the news. You like to pop into things like this that give you a community, um, learning new languages, making some art. Um, I think I want to hear more from y'all about like what do you feel like is your calling in this world? What do you feel called to do? I know we feel called to breathe. I know we feel called to eat. I know we feel called to avoid danger. Um, but similar things like that. What do you feel called to do? Like your body is like, oh, I'm doing that. It can be simple, it can be complex. Oh, I see the hand.
Taking something that's been a long time desire of mine that's like slowly taking shape more is um, my calling to write about art and
Mm.
religion throughout the African diaspora.
Write in what form? Like a book, like little
Mm.
articles, like smaller articles or something? Poetry?
Yeah. I haven't defined a form as yet. I'm currently in school and I was asked to write like a conference paper last semester,
Hmm.
and that just opened so many doors for me. Like, it was really stimulating and it was received really well, and it's something that I just want to continue to build on and share with people.
Yes. I love that. Is it like you were doing other things and your brain was just like, no, I don't want to do a math problem. I want to write about religion and African traditions.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, well, yeah, my experience in the art world, I've gone to art school multiple times, and art theory can be quite dense and like a bit complicated language to adopt. It didn't feel normal or for me at all, and so it's taken like several years to feel that I can participate in this discourse. And so the assignment really challenged me, and it was intense, but it was also really rewarding, and I'm still developing my voice in that.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, you don't have to bend to art stuff. I feel like things may be shifting in art spaces to be like, okay, here is the history, but we need to know it so that we can build upon it, not just recreate. And everybody's talking about aesthetic and uh um, why is the art term? I'm trying to think of a random art term that everybody black and white film photography or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's time to innovate. And I like
Exactly.
that you felt called to do something else and you acted upon it and it was successful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. I love that. Anybody else? Calling, a feeling of a calling.
I'll go. I definitely have always known that I've been called to make art, been called to make things with my hands in general. And I call it making art because those are the words that I was taught. But um, uh, not necessarily rendering is drawing, but literally any crafty thing, any DIY, any innovative systems management in a physical manner. Uh, and I did, even though I didn't finish reading the chapter, I absolutely related to it because it's very difficult to find. Um, right livelihood is the term she uses.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult even though I know what I'm called to do, to support myself with what I'm called to do is an entirely different story. So as
Uh-huh.
positive as this chapter was, speaking on this a need that we all have, not just Black women, but specifically she's talking to us, to find right livelihood. I maybe I need to finish reading the book, but I struggle very deeply with supporting myself with right livelihood. Um, but just to answer your question, I've been called to make, and now I'm at an intersection of how do I use this calling to feel fulfilled? Because I can make all day. It doesn't mean that I'm going to pay the bills. It doesn't
Uh-huh.
mean that I'm going to, be accepted in certain spaces. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be accredited with the things that I deserve or with the talents that I have or given a chance even. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's my little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love it. That's pretty much exactly what she was talking about. She was like, a lot of us, a lot of our parents, a lot of our mothers, grandmothers, great grandmothers did not have the luxury of contemplating their calling at all. They said they had to stay alive. And if it meant taking the nearest possibility, they did. But I'm just encouraging us in this space because I love to think that like every day I am meant to feel more joy than my ancestors were allowed to. And that means gripping on to the things that feel good and leaving everything else. And that was not always a possibility for me. Like all of us probably have had a shitty job that you had to pop into and you hated it. But man, when the bills were paid, when you got to have that extra guacamole, when like you were like, should I get the cookie or the cake? And you got both, those moments just felt good. So she also spoke about like sometimes getting your needs met. Whoa, your needs met. That's crazy. Um, sometimes getting your needs met is the calling. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And I've met a lot of people who they can work any job. They're just like, I don't care as long as the money is in the bank. But this was mainly to have you contemplate the way that your work can inform your future, can inform the calling. Like this is a workshop about a specific project, but still, you guys are all adult people who are like living in the world, breathing, and helped make this incredible thing. So I'm about to show you all. Can y'all still see my screen? All right, all right. Let's get into the nitty gritty of the titty of the city. All right, hold on. My voice gets deeper when I'm serious. All right. So here is the landing page. I gotta move y'all into the corner so I can see a little better. So here's a landing page of our exhibition. Has a little description of what the course is about, brought to you by Ujima Boston. Thank you. And when you enter, takes a little movement. Can y'all see the screen still? Thumbs up, thumbs up, see, thumbs up, see, thumbs up, see, we good, we good. Okay, so when you land on the intro page, here, every exhibit has to have, some wall text. So here is ours. It uses the quote that started it all. And then here is our list of people involved in the exhibit. Yishoni, you will be added. And also Paloma. I see Paloma's in here. And so that is the landing page. And if I turn around, yeah, here's some art that's in here. So I'll take you on a little tour. I think this is from Bo. Oh, hey. So have this piece of art, this little light, Boston, Massachusetts, 2025, digital photograph. Um, I'm tempted to read it all out loud, but I want to be able to update it with the new work and then have it be published and nice and neat. So I won't read it right now, but thank you for giving lots of details. It's gorgeous. And also they see the playlist was important. So the songs that you guys had submitted, I have paired with different pieces of art. So when you click on this, it'll go to the song. And will be able to play in the background while people are scrolling. So every image has a different song, has the description, and yeah, for folks who submitted um like poetry or just like written words, I had to rework it just so that it was easier to see on the screen. I hope that is approved from folks, um, but it just made it easier to read all together just to keep the text the same. Um, oh, thank y'all that y'all like it. Yeah. Yeah, this took some effort, not too much, but it was cool. Another submission from last night. I don't know if y'all be able to hear the audio. Y'all hear any audio? No. Yeah, see, I never know how to fix the goddamn audio on this thing. I feel so old. But that was a video, has a little bit of information. Let's see. Yeah, if you click the little dots, little information and connected to a song, Cowrie Charms, which I don't know who put that on the playlist, but thank you. It is gorgeous. Um, let's see. We go into this back corner. Another piece of work, yes. I think this was from Lala Novali. Yeah. Um, Another song, Connection. Thank you for your submission. And I submitted one. Yeah, little photo of my baby. Yeah. I didn't add too much description. Oh, I did. Good for me. Connected to the song, which is a really good song. Then we have another piece of art back here. And then we have space over here for some work. See, I left some space open just in case. So we shown here going up in there, and anybody else. And then something I wanted to do was to put a photo of our class here in this back wall. So this final class, just to have folks turn on their cameras, I take a picture and add it right here, just as a, yay, we did it, like a nice time capsule. Here's work from Erica, the nice description here and connected to one of my favorite songs on Doechie's album. Go. Oh, oh no, never mind. Um, Connected to one of my favorite songs, really, really dope. Another piece of work from Erica. Let's see if I get the description. Yep, her description. Another song that is great. A piece of poetry from Black. I tried to be as standardized with the like the just the text and the font. I've kind of become a font snob just because I've done many things with graphic design for my job, and they're like, we need people to be able to read things nice and easy because it invites many eyes. So yeah. And then video, you guys won't be able to hear the audio, but here's a little preview. Thank you, Lauren. It looks so dope on the wall. I'll back it up too so you can see it a little better. Here's a little description. Um, so if I back up, so this is, this is what it looks like for right now. So this backspace will then be filled and we have a cool place to look at. Yeah. Yeah, and one day it can be a real physical space. Oh, okay, let's see in the chat. Oh, y'all saying a lot of things. Oh, goodness. Where my work is on my face. Yeah, I love that. Wow. Oh, yeah. Have to stop sharing and you reshare. There's an option to turn the audio. Oh, Lord, y'all tech people. Oh, God. I don't want to figure it out. Next time I do this, I will try your suggestion. But thank y'all. I'm glad that it looks dope. So the final thing is to final submissions. I told y'all it can be something in the past, it can be something in the present. It just has to be today. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can, oh, ooh, hold on. Ooh, eye is frozen. But can y'all hear me, see me? Okay. Eyes frozen, but y'all can see. Oh, cool.
In the meanwhile, if other people can hear me, I think the image I submitted was is relevant to the work I'm seeing. I probably won't write a description, but I think it speaks for itself. So I don't know. Just let me know if that's bad, or just don't submit it if it's not good enough. Like, I don't know. I'm having anxiety about this. I haven't shown artwork in a long time. I'm just happy to make things with people. I don't actually want to show anything. It's kind of ridiculous.
I had too much sauce.
I
But
know
y'all,
that's right.
all right, but I'm back and better than ever. Huh. So ooh, while I upload the last of the things, um, I wanted y'all to take some time to just, chat. We had done I think in the first session. Ooh, oh, we had done in the first session like our 1 month, 1 year, 5 year goals. So we can talk about how that has progressed. Like, the things that you were thinking about in 1 month, like, have you done those things? Um, if anything you need support in. Um, yeah. So I say take this time to talk. I can still talk. I'm just finishing up this.
And TR, could you repeat the prompts that we were given at the top?
Like in the beginning, like the intro.
Like that you want us to talk about right now in the
Oh
second one.
yeah. So I think we can follow up on our like 1 month, 1 year, 5 year goal conversation. So I think in our first session we talked about like what is a goal you have for 1 month? What is a goal you have for 1 year? What is a goal you have for 5 years? I had an example of, okay, for 1 month, be a part of a virtual exhibition. And yeah, y'all are about to say that that happened. Hey, 1 year, maybe have a consistent art practice. Just, something that you can say, yeah, I started a year ago and now whatever. And then 5 years, maybe, switch up and follow another career interest. So anybody have any ideas about that? We can chat a little about that.
And we can also, if folks, oh, we have something in the chat.
Yeah. Can someone read that for me?
Ishoni said, I'm living each day as it comes. Praise the Lord.
Bird. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is not promised. Hello. And Ishoni, you want first name, last name?
God, I hate the last name. Just Ishoni is fine.
I
I've
say
just
I'm
started
glad.
putting means together, and now I'm just like, I don't even have a last name. Just pretend like I'm just treat me like Madonna, yeah.
Ooh, I'm glad I asked.
Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce.
Say it.
I'll play a game with the 1 month, 1 year, 5 years. Actually, I have usually too many goals, and I end up being discouraged that I didn't get it all done.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say for the next year, I'm currently like not in between jobs because I'm very intentionally taking time off to like work on my creative practice and kind of transition more into community work because I've been doing construction for about 7 years. So, which is very different than what I had expected of myself when I like went to art school. Like my dreams leaving high school is not what I've been doing. It's not far away, but it's not at all what I thought I'd be doing. So I'm kind of reevaluating. But in the next year, I would like to, I don't know, I guess would have by the end of in a year, I would like to know, I guess, how I want to use the things that I've learned for my next phase, if that makes any sense at all, right? Like,
Hmm.
I'm not sure necessarily that I'll go and get another carpentry job on a job site. It may be what I need to do, and I'm totally capable of doing that. If it's what I want to do, is the question. So in the next year, I want to know, am I going to be working for someone else on a job site, or am I going to be, doing something more community oriented? Am I going to have my own construction business? Either way, I'd want to know. And in the next 5 years, I would say prosperous in whatever it is that is, because what I touch grows. This is what I know. Um, I mean, so um, I would like whatever that decision that I've made surrounding income, employment, participation in community should be blooming, right?
Hmm.
Beautiful lily that I planted that is now prosperous and fruiting and smelling good and bringing all the bees. So those are vague enough, I guess. And tomorrow's not promised, so each day as it comes, praise the Lord.
I love that so much. I'm just picking a song for you. It is Water by Sudan Archives. It's gotta
Is
be.
that for me?
hmm
Oh, you know which one I like by them? Not for sale.
It's about to be
It's Sudan
that.
Archives. That one is, I don't know if it's relevant, you choose, but that's a song that I really love. And
We'll
I can
put it
see
on
today.
anything by that shorty is
She's amazing.
Mhm. The Nont for sale. Mhm. Okay, I have added it. Let's see how it's looking. So that is one more added thing. Any last submissions before I make this motherfucker?
I'm about to submit
Right?
something. I just need a few minutes.
What would you say?
I'm gonna submit something. I'm working on it on the email.
Perfect. Perfect. Y'all. I like it. Y'all. Y'all made me feel good. Let's see. All right, let's see how that's looking. This makes me feel like I'm like a really smart tech person, but it's just easy. Let's see. 0000. See? Like that. And it's Chantal, first name, last name, just so I can make this little image. Ooh,
Sorry, did you ask me something?
yes. Do you want first name, last name?
First name, last name, yeah, sure.
Okay. Chantal Mella. Oh, all right. Any last people? So right now I have on the artist list, it's Black the Creator, Bo, D Thoughts, Erica with last name too, Ishoni, Lala Novali, Lauren G, Leah K, me, and Chantal Miller. Any other people? Oh, let me look in the chat. I've been neglecting y'all. I'm so sorry.
I think Arifa is sending something your way too, Tiara.
Yeah. 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 I hope that stays in the recording. I'm gonna totally forget that I did that, but the spirit got me. Nice. Okay, so I'll add Arifa on here too. Oh, see, now that Arifa's adding something, you at the top of the list, child. Let's see. And first name, last name, just so I can have this image made.
Yeah.
First name, Arifa. Arifa. Oh, I don't have a last name here. Arifa. What's your last name? Uh, with the H. Mm-hmm. With the H. Mm-hmm. Like the creator. Mm-hmm. Bo, 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 bo. Why do I want to say bo, 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 bo? I haven't. I have not remembered that show in quite a long time, and I hope nobody bothered you when you said hey and you introduced your name as Bo. Because there was a show where it was an anime show, but the main guy was Boba Bo Bo Boba Bo. And they would always find a way to say his name. Every episode, it was like, we gotta go find Boba Bo Bo Boba Bo. Where's Boba Bo Bo Boba Bo? Let's go get Boba Bo Bo Boba Bo. Yeah. Thank you. It's not a fever dream. It was a real show. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, and if I was friends with you back in the day, I would have held on to it. I wouldn't have said it out loud, but I would be thinking it all the time. But I would respect you enough not to say it out loud, even though I just said it out loud a lot. We're trying. We're trying to be better, respectful people this year. Okay, any last submissions as I finish up this image? Calling once, calling twice. It's over with. Yeah. All right. This part nice and neat. Downloading. Let's see, let's see. Shout out to Canva. Mhm. Let's see. This one and this one. Any more goals going on with y'all? What's the what the? What's the what the? I know some of y'all have kids in here. School planning, summer planning. Y'all going to Six Flags. Where are we taking these kids? Where y'all going with these kids? I need some inspiration.
I'm screaming about that because I low key need to find like something to do. Like, are like camps? Like, when do you start putting your child in camps? Like, can someone enlighten me on that? When does that start?
I have no idea. I really think it's like when the baby
I
like
guess can talk.
fight. Oh, can talk, that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I'm sending this baby to camp, he would have to go with a bunch of other kids that I know. And I don't know how long it's gonna take to give him like a nice crew of kids. I know you got your baby, my brother's baby, two other homies of mine, but I'd like him to pop up with like 10 people. And they're pretty much the whole camp.
I love it. Yes. Yeah.
That's the ideal. But have y'all gone anywhere recently? Any adventures?
Ooh. Oh, I've been definitely taking advantage of the Boston Family Days program thing.
What's that?
So Mayor Wu has initiated this like initiative where all the museums in the city of Boston are free every like the first and second Sunday, I think. So like Science Museum, the MFA, Children's Museum, I think also the African American History Museum, I think. But yeah, it's a pretty good program. I love it. It's free. So if you need something to do on Sunday, take your children to the museum. Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. Oh, we haven't, I don't think we've made it over to the ICA. Just because it's one of those like you like walk around and look at stuff. It's not like a touch-in. And I used to work there. They watch you.
Oh my God, they are hawks.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're hungry. It's because they're hungry. I used to work there. It's all you could think about. You're just like, don't touch this motherfucking art, nigga. I want some chips. All you could think about is food and going to sit down because you can't sit down.
Wow. So they like, do you get breaks or?
You do get breaks. You can like call in, this is like tea, but you can call in a code 5, which means I need a 5-minute break to go sit down.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It I'm never going back to that type of thing. But some folks really liked it because you can be like it's the most in-person thing you'll ever get to talking to people about art who are interested in seeing art. Um,
Mm.
there's a man who worked there. He may still work there now. He just loved it. But it was like you can see it. Like he just really had a strong joy of talking to folks about art who actually give a shit, who can be like, "Oh, I saw that piece this other place. You should go see that." It's the perfect place to talk to people who actually care. But for the pay, for not being able to sit down, oh,
Mm.
thank you. It did not like it. I did not like it.
Okay.
That's a bunny. Mama, you want to say hello? Mommy, mommy. You see that?
Ah! Ah!
That's not how we say hello. We say hello. We say hello. You want to? No. He's about, you can tell, he's 1 month from 2. He said, girl, I do what I like.
Oh, you're so
Hey,
adorable.
I'm baby boo. Oh, I know. He knows it's a touch screen. No. Hold on. You gotta wait for me, boo. Can I put you up right here? Whoa. I don't know if y'all saw my underlings, but
Hey, you're in the house. Yes.
I am. Okay, respect. Respect. I totally forgot that I'm really chilling in this place. All right, bub. Let me give you that. Yeah. Baby's turn. It's the blackberries. Every time I get this baby blackberries, it's like that's his wine. It's
Oh,
like,
that's cute.
oh, we get blackberries today, mama. Ooh. All right. Let's see how this looking like right now. Okay, I gotta make it a little bigger. Let me see. Let's see, more submissions. Let's see any more. Yup. Word, Arifa. Blessings. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, I see another person admitting. Oh, I'm gonna have to make this image again. Mm. Ooh, sound art. Who has sound art? Where the sound art at? I know,
That's what I got from your baby.
yes. I thought it was like sound art. If you walk through some type of tunnel or something, you'll find some sound art. Let's see. Arifa, where can we put you? Go in the middle of these. Or this back row. Back row. Yep, I know where you're fitting. Oh, you can go right there. So many places you could go. But we're gonna go beside me. Yeah. All right. We have 9 minutes. I want to respect y'all's time, but I also want to be as finished with this so I could just share the link out and y'all can be like, yay, I was involved in this thing. And you can share it with whoever, wherever, whatever. Yes. 50, 56. Or six. Yeah, 6 or 7. 6 or 7. I'll put you at 7. That's right there in the middle. Any other 5-year plans, 1-year plans? I'm really curious. Fitty, Arifa. Let's see. Any language you have in here? Yup. Beautiful. Or folks who made work, you can talk a little bit about your work.
So actually, you name dropped the image that I submitted that we'll probably see soon. I did that as a project in the style of Carrie Mae Weems. So her kitchen table series, which is where I discovered her at Mass Art when we were doing that type of stuff. I did look at photography before, but not as intentionally as with projects. That's how that works. And we had an in the style of shoot, and I actually have some other really good images from that. Um, but it's a color print, and I'm far away from photography now, unfortunately. I just work in different um, mediums now, but hopefully, because you said her name earlier, and like I was questioning whether I should submit this, and you just said to talk about it, so I'm like, this is the inspiration for the image that I submitted, which I think actually totally fits with. I don't know why I second guessed it. Really, I just was like, I'm an artist, so I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm just like, nobody wants to see my old work, but. I'm grateful to be a part of this, and I'm sad that I've missed all of the ones before. Like that, this is the last one. But y'all have really cool stuff, so y'all be seeing my name.
Yeah, I'm glad. And these folks don't know, but Ishoni and I met back in the day. And then I was like, I was doing my MFA and I was like, I know somebody who does work I like and isn't confined in one single box of creation. So I reached out to Ishoni to be my mentor. And that fabric like transfer thing that we did transitioned into new work that I made this year. It's all like rolled up. I wish I like had it open to show, but it's like one of the flyest things I've ever done. So that's all to you, baby boo. Hmm. Ah, no, you were perfect. Truly. All of my mentors were like really about it. Like, and you were about it. You did it. Yeah, you was about it. I love that. I'm sure 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes. Oh. Okay. So, yes, do that, please. Okay, so let's see. Still waiting for one more submission. So I don't know. What I can do is share the link. So after it's nice and neat, I'm just gonna put publish and then share the link with folks. And then we could put it into the WhatsApp group and Ujima can post it places and share it so y'all can have access to it. I wanted for it to be done, but I was also prepared to give some time and some space for the folks who wanted to be involved, who actually showed up and submitted your stuff. Shame now, that okay? Too much? Want me to share what it looks like? So it doesn't look much better. It looks different because the intro wall. Pretty sure, yeah. Let's hear more about. Oh, connection, connection. Wait, hold on, let me see. Yes, connection. Um, but yeah, I wanted to be sensitive with time. Um, but once this is done, yes, y'all be able to look at it, view it. This is a free virtual tool. So if you wanted to create something on your own, you are free. And what I can do right now is pretty much show you what we went through to start this up. So let's see. Do all we had to do, all the things we had to fight for. So y'all see my screen? Y'all see my screen? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all looking at it nice? All right. So in this virtual space, we have 3 minutes. I'll use two of them to talk about this. So in this virtual space, there are several rooms to choose from. Here are many, many options, many things I did not choose because I wanted something more cool. So I chose this one, Modern C1. I'm not going to show you what that looks like because we already know what it looks like, but I'll show you one of these first ones just to view the template, just so y'all can see. There's also an option there down at the bottom to, if you like upgrade your subscription, you can create your space however you like. So if you're working for an institution and they want to have like a virtual art space that looks like their physical art space, it's like you have a physical art space, but then you have a virtual thing. So whenever your art installation switches, you have an archive that people can go look at. Um, I like that as an option. They have not paid me for this for this shout out, but I like that their formats are free and you can just, change it up however you like. So here is one of the rooms. It would have been a choice if we didn't have so many submissions. But you see how the space looks. If you want to just put your work out in the world somehow, just put it in one of these spaces and be like, hey, can y'all look at my work? This is what it would look like if it was in your gallery. Huh. It's nice to have a visual to go with the proposal. So this is a possibility for somebody who's interested in something like this. So I'll also trying to stop my screen share. I will, what is it? The virtual art gallery. I'm trying to go to virtualartgallery.com. Yeah, so it's just called virtualartgallery.com. I'll put it in the chat for folks, for artists who want to just pop back up in there, but do not care too much to, stress about submitting to shows, stress too much about doing anything extra. Um, yeah, and right there, that's the end of the class. I want to thank y'all so much. so much. Um, ooh,
Can we take a picture before we go?
right, the picture, the picture.
Please.
Okay,
Yes.
so if folks can come off their cameras, how can I arrange this in a sexier way? Oh yeah, okay. I want to do the grid, but let's do it like that. Yes. Okay, if anybody can pop off their cameras, please. Yeah, yeah. It's like tunk 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 tunk. Okay, anybody who could pop off their camera, respected, respected. If you can't, the bundles may not be bundled.
I have to try to find. Sorry, I'm also over 30, so I need a second.
Hey, we like a fine wine. We like that here. Come through. All right. If everybody is here who would like to be on camera, speak now, forever hold your peace. All right. I'm gonna do one plane, just regular, just to test it out. Let's see. I got my mouth open. But it's still saving. Okay, I'll save this one, and then the next one we could legit pose. However you like to, I will not control you. Um, but I will count down when I'm ready. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 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 yeah. Aww.